Hey folks, this is the Blind Dude, North Charleston, South Carolina. We are hot and we are humid in more ways than one, 'cause pretty soon Clemson will have a real test. And even though they are at home, I believe Syracuse can lick them and beat them by at least 3 points to a touchdown. That is because they played Florida State tough, and even though they did get a 38-7 victory against Georgia Southern or Georgia Tech, this reporter witnessed some mistakes that Clemson has been making. Even though this is a home game of Clemson, maybe they'll clean their clocks with Syracuse. Just remember, folks, Kelly Bryant also received an injury. Syracuse could do an upset here. It's in the making. Is Trevor Lawrence as good as they say? Or have they any backup quarterbacks just in case Syracuse gets in there, plays them tough, and then sacks Trevor Lawrence for a leg injury? We'll have to see. But this reporter does think that Syracuse does have a chance at beating Clemson. True, some people might think I've been drinking too much tequila, but either that, do you all see all the mistakes they made in the last game? Even a fumble and a recovery? So think about it, folks. Overconfidence won lost wars as well as won wars. In Clemson is no other. Uh, they need a good game. They need a good game in that soft schedule they have. And I hope sometime they'll get a schedule like Carolina Gamecocks. They cannot fall asleep with Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's going to be a tough test for the Gamecocks after having a week off. They should have time to go for a battle plan against Vanderbilt. They have beaten Vanderbilt last season, if I am not mistaken. I know that they can come back and get Carolina a game. But Carolina can win and defeat Vanderbilt. They cannot afford to lose this game. If they lose this game, they could be looking at an 8-4, 7-5, or 6-6, or 6-7. And we don't need no 6-7. I think they'll be bowl eligible as well. But in the past, I have been rooting for them. And if they come up with a win-lose schedule like at least bowl eligible, I used to be grateful and happy. I've been through a season with that trader that went to Clemson and became some kind of coach. And I can't remember his name on back then, but it was 0-12 season. I was disappointed in every game. But I know for a fact that if I can endure this season, I can endure a poor one and rebuild from there and go up again.
Finish. Live. 4 minutes 21 seconds.
For I know that I am a true Gamecock fan, and I know for a fact that the Gamecocks need a win, and they need to win this game, and they need to get over that loss from Georgia. For that Georgia game was a battle to begin with. They was the third in the country. They were bigger than us. When somebody's bigger than you, you just do the best you can. Uh, when you do the best you can, then you might have an effort. But we got our clocks clean, and we should have with the mistakes. I mean, throw for an interception and run back for a touchdown. I mean, things like that just don't win games. Turning the ball over to your opponent, you just don't do it. I know for a fact that it'll pay. I would like to say, I hope Notre Dame improves. I'm a Notre Dame fan. I believe in their college because they're a Benedict training college. And they train priests and nuns to do their thing for our Jesus Christ. And I know that I am a fan and support their school. So I know for a fact, I hope they win their next game and hope they do pull in for a victory. For they need this victory and get over that tough time they had with the other game, Saturday's game. When I could get the equipment where I can break in and tell you blah, 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 blah. And oh, by the way, the
Alert.
Braves.
Low battery.
Well, by the way, the Braves won again today by 7-3. It looks as though they're gonna be in the World Series in October late. We shall see. Maybe when you get on a hot streak, we've seen it before, folks, that when you get on a hot streak, you might come up a losing streak, and that might cost you the whole ball wax. So I have a low battery going. I got 10% left, but I hope it's enough to clear this show for us. Oh, by the way, give me a call streaming 1-800-784-4613. Contact Best Choice if you don't get any recording. Call them at 1-800-457-5058. Ask for Clifford and let him know that Davis Veterans Sports Buzz 800 number is not working, and they will correct the situation. Just having a technical problem, folks. That is all. And I look for Navy to win again this week. They don't have much of a game. So I look for them to win and get another victory. And they'll be in a bowl this year. There's no problem with them. But my Gamecocks better worry about these games because they can't afford to lose one game. Every game in the schedule's winnable, but they know they're going to have a fit when they play Kentucky, when they play Texas, when they play, A&M, Aggies, when they play Florida. And, teams like this gives them fit. That's 9-3 right there. So otherwise, I'd take that because we'll go to a better bowl.
Finally, Coach must text about 7
Oh, Ohio State will be interesting. Urban Meyer's coming back on the third game. Here we are. We'll go. They already 3-0, and might go on, keep going, and they'll be in the playoffs soon, folks. That'd be a nice, interesting situation here. So it looks as though Ohio State have a real chance to prove themselves in front of Urban Meyers with all that allegation that went on. Again, the phone number is 1-800-784-4613. If you do have a problem with this number, call Clifford and Company, Best Choice, at 1-800-457-5058 and ask for Clifford, extension 1. He is in customer service and he will rectify the situation. Also,
when you go 3 and out the first 2 series, and Georgia keeps it for 8.
We have a situation in Ohio State. Again, we'll have to see how it goes when the coach returns and see how the team reacts and everything. Vanderbilt game should be interesting at 7:30 on Saturday night. As I stated before, South Carolina can't afford to um, sleep on the job on this one. They played Notre Dame tough last game. That's the game. Yeah. So they'll have to keep an eye up on Vanderbilt. And South Carolina's a different animal. And it should be a away game, I believe, or is that William Bryce? I'm not sure. But either way, this game should be winnable. And therefore, if we win every game throughout the series, we might even play Georgia again in the playoffs too. Again, it's it'd be 8-4 this season. Excuse me, I forgot the Clemson game because they are doing on the road, and we'll see how this season pans out. But if this report is correct, it's going to be 8-4. Okay.
Low battery. Low battery. 10% battery. Low power. Close. Button. YouTube. Live. 11. Chat options. Switch camera. 0 watch. Live. 11 minutes 38 seconds. 0 watching. Switch chat options. Filters. Chat options. Button. Chat viewing option. Show. None. Cancel. Button. Live. 11 minutes 53 seconds.
Okay, here we go, folks. 10% battery on my phone. I'm going to have to really get this down pat. Number one, the National Federation of the Blind. Soon I will have an event. I'm going to auction off a painting that I did, a landscape of beach and ocean that I remember when I could see back in the day before I lost my eyesight in 1994. And I can draw, and therefore I want to let people know that it will be an auction coming up, and it will be for raising money for the National Federation of the Blind. For we need a center, sure enough, down here in Charleston to get people to adjust easier for their recent eyesight loss. Therefore, they could be closer to their family here in Charleston, South Carolina, and not have to go to Columbia every time or North Charleston, South Carolina. But we are also raising money for our next convention trip, which is Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, I've never been before, would like to. And the money will be raised for into getting the coffers filled up and getting members up there to Las Vegas for the National Federation of the Blind Convention. Point number two. Sports Buzz and Davis Veteran Services, 10% of proceeds go towards making our veterans' lives better. That's the mission of Davis Veteran Services. When we see people that are living in a dilapidated housing situation, disabled person can't get her groceries in the house for they need a ramp, a person that is sleeping on the floor in the house and not have a bed, we provide those things for them anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world. We need funding, folks. Don't look at my blindness, for it does not stop me. Somebody needs to turn off their alarm. They need to be quiet while I do the show. Thank you. And therefore, we are raising money for this situation. And also, folks, it is a business. I'm getting a building and equipment and better power to get the show going, and therefore, there are donation buttons on here. Spread the word to companies and stuff, and therefore we shall be getting advertising here. Let's get the ball rolling, folks. You are fans out there. I know that you're all listening. 1 800 784 4613. Also, call Clifford and Company at Best Choice. 1 800 457 5058. They make sure to give you the detail on how to donate money for Davis Veteran Services. And for yes, folks, it is a 501c3. Also, folks, I would like for y'all to buy my book, God's Eyes, for cab companies are discriminating against the blind. They don't want us in their cab, especially my wife with her guide dog. This is why I wrote God's Eyes, to educate people about what if you lost your eyesight or whatever you needed to adjust to getting around. How would you feel if somebody left you out of the equation? Folks, you need to support my book. Purchase my book from Christian Faith Publishing. Call Amanda at 1 866 554 0919, extension 3809, and this is my publisher. She's a nice lady. She will treat you right. And again, this is your blind dude reporter who wants to be on the sideline and going out for my team, the Citadel Bulldogs, who I support locally. And I ask that y'all put the pressure on this team to make me a sideline reporter, the first blind reporter in their collegiate league, as well as the first time blind minister, first time blind artist, first time blind author. Y'all need to recognize that blindness is only nothing, but it will not get in my way. I am determined to make y'all call the Citadel Bulldogs. My name is Glenn Davis, the blind dude, on Sports Buzz, wanting to do a sideline reporter job. I can do it, and I'll show you guys I can do it. And you will call the Citadel, okay? And call me at 1 800 784 4613 and let me know that you did do this, okay? And let me know how you think of this program. And you give it a shot. I think you'll enjoy it, for it's informative. But I also thank you for listening. And you little guys out there, respect your parents and do what your mama and father tell you. It's in scripture to do so. The Lord will be pleased with you and blessed. In the name of Jesus, we'll say bueno noches and bueno anaconadias, and thank you, amigos and senoritas. We thank you, and God bless. God bless America. Oh, and also support my endeavor of meeting Donald Trump. Thanks.
Finish. Button. Finish. Alert. Are you sure? Cancel. End. Button.